So as you can see, I did a better trim job on the screen. I just had it painted in any old kind of way. This is just for the time being. Pretty soon we'll be getting ready to prime both of these walls to get them ready for my two gigantic side-by-side screens. So we're going to do this in 235.1s, but I decided to just do both the walls, just paint the entire wall like I did in the last room. And then that way, if I want to do 235.1, I have the option to set up whatever projectors I want because I had the entire wall painted. So already we have the frog tape already lined out to how big I'm going to paint the screens. This entire wall, which will be connected to that, these will be two screens connected together. And got it all taped it from here and all the way up to there. That's all we need to do. So we're just going to paint this, and the ceiling's already done. All right, so let's talk about my $37 projector setup. Over here, I have my Optoma projector. There's my Optoma. Got my nice little speaker set up here and here, and Fire Stick hooked up to my adapter system, and everything's being run off my battery unit right here. So let me show you what we get. My projector is 600 by 800 720p SVGA, which means the customer doesn't have to have an expensive projector to use our technology, and he or she doesn't have to spend a ton of money on a projector just to be able to have a beautiful image. Oh, of course, let me add the environment. So you can see we have plenty of light, nice and bright in the environment. No dark areas, no dark shades, none of this. I'm going to be doing this room for dark demonstrations only pretty soon, once we get the two larger screens painted in. And this right here is our technology under our advanced ambient projection 48. This is the Black Series, or actually Black Series Edition, and this is the Professional Black Cinema 1, which I forgot to put the one there, but the screen's jet black, as you can see. Painted it a little bigger, but like I said, pretty soon we'll have both of these walls coated. My $37 Optoma projector. 4K.
Getting that from YouTube.
Pearl Milling Company isn't new to this. We've been stacking tasty, fluffy pancakes since forever.
Grid is live. Initiate light cycle back.
You got no chance, user. The butts are faster than ours. Use the levels.
4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
I'll put what else? The birds on for right now. See that whole universe thing done on the other one. So in a minute, I'm gonna take you guys into the next room on my big screen. I'm going to have a giant screen throughout the entire place with sculpting stuff.
Would you be a doll and check to see if my rising ingredients are correct?
Of course, buddy. Good rice is all about leavening your agents.
It's a piece of keto. Oh.
Let's see, oh, this one is what I want.
All want more of a good thing. And Miss Moore was no different. So when she was injured, she called Morgan and Morgan. With more than $50
Just checking out something.
recovered, she didn't
The
have
video I want to
ask
play in
for
here.
more anymore.
You find joy in achieving high standards and visible results.
SkinCeuticals uses precision and medical expert.
So really cool space demonstration would be fantastic for the screen. So my screen nearly hits the floor. This thing comes out looking fantastic. I'm using this one tonight. My lap is sitting in. Ordered the shooting star system that's going to allow stars to pass through the ceiling, so that'll be coming in next. And then we'll be finishing up the floor, which is actually a projection screen. It's going to be a massive projection screen, which I'm probably going to mount my ultra short throw projector, which I have not decided where yet. This would have to be the biggest screen I have installed. No. I've had 200 inches. That would be the biggest. But for right now, yeah, I'm used to basically having, oops, 127 inch or 180 inch. No, I have 180 inch in the house. We had 135, 135s, 138, 235.1, 158, 235.1. We had 180 to the ceiling. We had that 160 to the floor. Never 159 inch 1610. But I had a 129 inch in the basement 1610 and 127 inch 1610. Those are all custom built, so it had to be customized. This is the first time in a while I had the screen literally hit the floor. In the next room, those screens going in there will hit the floor, and they're big. They're actually about as big as the screen right here. We'll have both of those side by side. So they're just like watching an entire, like, what do you call it? Planetarium? Yes. Just want to come here and check this out for a minute. Planetarium. Oh, that's pretty cool. Went to sleep with this last night. Found that by accident. That's pretty cool. That's what I usually spend my nights doing. Looking through, trying to find interesting stuff to watch. Come back in on a $37 setup. Here. Now, pretty soon all this is going to change. We just had this for the time being, just to show off the black technology on a $37 projector. Pretty soon these giant walls are going to be coated in with one solid color. And we'll have our ultra short throw. As a matter of fact, I need to get my ultra short throw. I need to map out how far it's going to be back to fill up the entire wall. So we're going to have this giant wall, this giant wall. We'll have my cloud couch over there. And I'll be able to set up, take all this stuff and get rid of it. All wireless keyboards, and set my computer system right up on the wall right there. Yeah, I'll tell you something really interesting. A person who was, I guess, base their entire YouTube channel off a Valve projector. I bet you wish you didn't do that one. Really should have did your homework. They literally got sued by Epson. Epson sued the daylights out of them for falsifying specifications on their projectors. Claimed it to be 6,000 lumens. Can you imagine that? Along with that pixel shifting nonsense, which is all fake at the end of the day. That's not real. And keep in mind, my projector sitting behind me has the exact same contrast as that projector. 3,000 to 1, except for my projector is 2,800 lumens. It doesn't come in at 18, and it costs 37 bucks. That's why I advise people, before you start making comments, you might want to crack a few books. That would help out. Keep you from getting embarrassed on YouTube. That's why if I take the time to pay attention to your channel, you better make sure you come correct, or it might go back a little too well for you. You're already proving that projector. I don't even know if it's a 1080p base, to tell you the truth. Could have lied about that. Really don't even know about that one. So if you do own that projector, you know, you have a chance to take it back and get your money back for it. I would suggest you do so. And if you can't, and you don't want to spend $700 or $1,000 for a screen that can't even pull up in a fully lit environment, well, that's what that technology over there is designed to do. Which we had a $3,700, we had a $37 projector on that one too. And 1,000 lumens. 50,000 lumens on top of that.
You can't just
Kind of think about that. 1,000 lumens. And if we got 1,000 lumens at 10 feet and some change to pull up on that screen over there, and they can't even do it at less than a foot from the screen, they can't get the screen to pull up properly. Every demonstration on that projector is sat in the dark. Every single one. I like to show off the $37 projector. This is cheaper than the $60 ultra short throw. Hey, it's the manager. What's up? Are you done with the window? Because I like to put the rest of my LED lights in there to light up my ceiling. Now, how is it that people with projectors way better than my $37 projector sitting behind me are calibrating? Why are you calibrating? You're calibrating because your colors don't come up correctly because you're using a white and gray screen, that's why, or screen of this complexion. That's why you're calibrating, and that's why you're stuck in dark environments. You're over 11 feet in this environment. AK desired nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
Remember, I had to fight to get that. No, she knows exactly. We'll do a couple other videos besides one in the black makeup. Now, 3,000 to 1 contrast on those projectors on a white and gray screen, not going to do too well. Can't have it in the fully lit environment. 3,000 to 1 contrast on our black technology, well, that's a different story. that's why knowing that that projector, and keep in mind this is the company's fault, knowing that that projector can be produced on gunmetal technology, which I've never seen one on gunmetal, can't go on black technology, and knowing that the contrast levels would have to be increased by a great deal than 3000, and the color of the screen that they're using in their demonstration, which we all seen doesn't book contrast with Jack, you would think they would have a much higher contrast level. Because there's no way in the world you're going to get a contrast over the property pull up at 3000 to 1. That's an older form of contrast. Now, if they put in probably something like a real, maybe 2 million, 500,000, or something like that in there, then you would have somewhat of a little bit of an impact. Still couldn't use it in a fully lit environment, but at least with the light side, you would get something out of that. They gave it 3000 to 1. That's pretty messed up. The interesting thing about it is it's a projector that doesn't even have a leg to fight on, or stand on. If they say it's 4K, we know it's not 4K. It's pixel shifting. It's not 4K. So you don't have that capability. So pass. If you say you can do a 150-inch screen, that's another pass. Can't actually do that one either because, again, it's pixel shifting technology. So you're going to need extra pixels to compress for the 150-inch, which you do not have. You have to keep it at 100 to 120 because the more pixels you have, the more compression you get. That's how that one works. So not going to happen. The capability to pull up in fully lit environments, or even at 1000 lumens, you would be able to do it if you had a proper and darker screen to do it. But again, since they have to be on lighter screens, they don't have that option. So at 1800 lumens, that's pretty bad, especially on a screen that doesn't have the ability to be ambient light projection technology. Let's get another video here. Oh, let's do this one.
I've always wanted a career in marketing, but with a job and a life.
So this is what I ask customers who buy these projectors, like, why did you buy it? And they can't say 4K because it doesn't do 4K, so we already know that from the door. They'll say it does a 150-inch screen, and then I explain to them about the whole pixel shifting and how it works. It's virtually impossible. You're going to get that, and the screen image is going to be crystal clear because, again, what pixels are you compressing? That's not going to work. Came with the idea of using pixel shifting for projectors. I mean, I've seen it on cable boxes. I mean, and it's nothing new. I love how people talk, it's not new technology. It really isn't. That technology has been around for a long time. The PS1s, let's go a little farther back. The PS1s, when it used to have that jagged kind of edge to it, especially with Tomb Raider. And then the PS2 came out and it was backwards compatibility. You can put your PS1 games in there. And if you constantly press X, I think it was actually constantly press, you can use a form of pixel shifting that would smooth out those jagged edges. That's how long pixel shifting has been around for quite some time. There's nothing new. Just a way of fooling you to make you think you're getting something when you're really not. So not to insult anyone who owns this projector, but it is, truth be true, it is what it is. Like I said, nothing against Kias. They're wonderful cars. But it's like you going out and buying a Lamborghini kit for a Kia. You can dress it up to make it look like a Lamborghini, but deep down inside it's not a Lamborghini. It's Kia. Just like you can stamp 4K all over that projector. And at the end of the day, guess what? I don't even know if it's 1080p, but we definitely know it's not 4K. Giant screen so badly now. I'm so used to having the giant screen in the next room now. TLC 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
as you can see, we have already transitioned over to the newer technology. That the complete cinema has been removed from the place already. Anytime you see my main screen, actually, look at this Joker. That's funny. Anyway, any screen you see when people ask what's my favorite, any screen you see sitting in my main area where I watch all the time, that would be my favorite. That would be that black technology. Love it. How bright our white levels come up when our screen is pitch black dark. So imagine so a customer can go out, order our product, and go buy a $37 projector under $50, and do this. Doesn't have to calibrate. It's only 2800 lumens we're using right now. Doesn't make a difference if it's HDMI or VGA. It really doesn't make a difference because we're not even using HDMI right now. We're using the VGA adapter. Don't worry about your screen washing out because technology is ambient projection. And we can pull up on our corners. I have no idea how that even happened. I'm still in a forum site trying to explain that freaking craziness that happened in that video. Like, how in the heck did the screen go dark? What is going on with that? I've never seen a screen paint with a narrow viewing cone attached to it. Never. That's usually certified screens have that issue. How the freak did that pop off? So the image is supposed to look the same? You would never, the only thing you would have with a screen paint is pretty much whether or not it can see contrast and color, and if it can maintain a white level. But narrow viewing cones, that's that oil. That's gotta be that oil that's doing that. That's what's causing the narrow viewing cone effect. It's gotta be something that causes a reflection off the projector, and it's gotta be that oil, whatever you put in there. Because I've never seen that ever happen. On a screen paint, no. No. But what I found so interesting about that demonstration was that the darker screen became lighter when you turned to the side, and the lighter screen went darker. Figure that one out? I don't even know how that even works. If I switch this over to 4.3, it covers the whole screen, but mind you, it's in 4.3. Let's try that one, show you that. We'll expand it to the whole screen. This is a really old projector. Let's go and grab that one, but I'm gonna expand that picture. Let's see. Menu. Geez, here we go. That's what I did at 4.3. Give me a little bit of a bigger image, but it's in 4.3, mind you. Whoops, wait, let's go back to that one. And that we have the screen higher to the top to the bottom so that we can introduce it to even more light. So I'm going to start a collection of my little projectors. I have enough big projectors, so this should be cheap and affordable, extremely affordable. So let me see. I want one of each kind that I have here. I wonder if Chrissy makes a portable projector. That's interesting to find out. See that? I don't even make it short though. Let me see. Chrissy, portable projector. That completely false. sharp 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Can you stop licking my speakers, please? That's weird. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, stop being so weird. Really, seriously. This is downright weird. Stop licking the speakers. That's some weird stuff, I'll tell you. What do we have on this one? No, what's that one instead? On that one to death. Oh, okay, that's a good one. Hey. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rub my speakers in lemon juice. Because that's a weird habit you're doing there. Why are you licking the speakers? Get away from my speakers, you weirdo. I'm gonna rub the speakers in lemon juice tonight. Go on and lick them if you want. Weirdo. Can't wait till next week. We'll be unboxing this projector we're going to pick out for $27. Hey, we're going to get some pretty cheap projectors. This was 37 bucks. So I can clean up. And right now we got it set at 4.3. Should be fantastic for some retro gaming for the retro part. But we're going to do this whole entire wall and this one and this one. Alright, those of you who place orders, you will be shipping out tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow we'll be shipping you out. So I'm going to pop over to the post office to drop the rest of those orders off and you'll be good to go. Thank you for your business. Alright, for those who want to see if the light's out, let's hook you up. It's out, just let you know. And we're not going to see much of a difference, to tell you the truth, honestly. And this is 600 by 800 720p SVGA. Yeah, I see you in here. Do not lick my speakers. Yeah, chop chop. Yeah, no, go. You know you're doing weird stuff. Oh, I could not express that enough right there. Move, back it up. Come on, chop chop, chop chop. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Perfect example. This is a perfect example. You know where I'm going at with this one, right? Already from the door. Yes. So we saw someone doing a demonstration on a black screen paint product. And I told you that the black levels were coming up way too low. Called it oversaturation of contrast levels, where the screen can't seem to generate any white light. And I told you, when you watch that demonstration, it's supposed to be really bright. The light's coming off the river, reflecting off the river, the cars moving back and forth. It's supposed to be super bright. It's not supposed to be dark and dim. So again, we're at 2800 lumens. We're more than 11 feet back from the screen. And again, 720p SVGA projector. Let's fire this off right now. I know I've seen that demonstration from somewhere. But this is how it's supposed to look on black technology. It should be to make out everything in the environment nice and bright. As we saw in the other demonstration, way too dark. See the reflection off the water? Couldn't even see the clouds in the sky, could you? This frame was kind of way too dark. I've seen this demonstration somewhere before, I never saw it. Did you notice that in the water, because I've done these demonstrations over again, there's supposed to be a reflection of color going back and forth. Couldn't see all that because the screen was coming up so dark. That screen was coming up so dark, you couldn't see anything, and you had those dark corners. Now, if we ever get the product down here for testing, which I doubt we ever will, to tell the truth, website's been closed. It's been closed for quite some time. So I doubt we'll ever get that opportunity, but it would be nice if we get it down and do some proper testing on it. Now, those individuals are saying, well, he's using 5,000 projectors. We own more projectors than you guys on that day. You want to do a count on how many projectors we own compared to what you own? We own quite a lot. We do a lot of testing. I can swap out on any one of these projectors that I want to, and we still get the same reaction with no problem. We don't use the same projector over and over again. That's why we did that 1 year swap out. We had a 1 year challenge swap out, where basically that you had to swap out your projector for 1 year to 600 by 800 720p SVGA. Guess who didn't do it? Everybody. Guess who did do it? We did. Because we don't have to depend on high-end projectors. Now, for some people want to complain about our settings, look, let me explain something to you. Your products don't work. I don't care what projectors we use, and we've done that multiple projectors, they don't pick up. We can change the settings, they don't pick up. We can use ultra short, those don't pick up. Take them outside, they don't pick up. Put them in certified screens, they don't pick up. They don't pick up for jack. The darker screens that are calling themselves gunmetals, well, we can't find any white level tests on any of them at all, period, not one. Test demonstrations at all, period. Nothing. Oh, it's complaining. We have an interesting person that's been coming into our account. He's been crying quite a bit all day. He's just been crying, that's basically about it. But we just usually just block him and go about our business. You know, if you guys spent more time working instead of crying all day, maybe you would have something by then. Spend too much time crying about stuff. What are you crying about? Show me something. Please. And there's my white levels on my technology at 2800 lumens at over 11 feet back from my screen. $37 projector. Samsung has some really good demonstrations. I love when I get those customers that haven't bought a projector yet and their price range, like what's your price range? They'll say something like $3,000. Oh, we're not spending that today. No, 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 no. We're gonna have some money left over to buy some pretty cool stuff. Like I said, if I add up what I have in my theater room, literally, if I add up my projectors, speakers, my giant screen, all that, it costs less than what some people pay for projectors. You do this one already? Maybe we did do this one already. Let me get this one. I haven't seen this one, done this one in a while. Now the reason why these so-called the makers will basically tell you that 720p is not the way to go. Don't use 720p. You won't be able to pick up a good image. Your contrast won't come in correctly. Da 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 da. The reason why 720p does not work on your screens is because you require a high-end projector to fix your screen's problem. You need that extra contrast. You need the extra color. You need to calibrate. You need to be in dark environments. And you need this. We do not require this. We can take a 720p and it looks incredible on our technology because, again, we can pull up insane contrast and fantastic detail, more depth to the image because the screen's already black. So that solves the contrast issue. Our colors automatically pop higher because our screens pick up a much more darker, richer color. So no calibrating required. We don't need that either. White levels, well, again, you wouldn't be able to see any of this at all. That's why we have tests called black versus black. So that explains our white levels versus black paint, black fabric, black mesh. Oh, we've done it all. Black paint, black tape, whatever you want to think of it. At the end of the day, we've thrown against the screen. Even a black hoodie. We've done a black hoodie. Black paper. Yeah, been there, done that. The Dynasty paint by Home Depot beat the living crap out of that stuff. Somebody made a claim that that's how our products were made. That was an interesting one. Yeah. Black Domino, Black Magic, they're basically from Lowe's. I'm not gonna find a projector for 27 bucks. Like under $30 would be nice. You can even see the shimmer of gold coming off the Beetle's back. Yeah, if you're being told to calibrate and they're using a projector in that environment that's extremely high end, that's a huge, massive red flag that there's something wrong with the screen. You should never have to calibrate a projector ever. Oh, and real quick, for those of you who keep saying that changing the settings of the projector is calibrating, good gracious, please crack books. Please, crack them. Because that's not the same thing as calibrating a projector at all. Please check that out before you actually make that comment. It's not the same thing. Definitely not the same thing. Calibrating something completely different. Okay, let's see what's going here. This stuff right here. Let me see something. I like these little projectors. These are pretty cool. Gotta get some more tiles for the floor too. Gonna map that out. Don't really want to put too much into this place. As I said before, we're moving at the end of the year. I'm buying a house. So yeah, done with all this. This was fun. It was interesting, but nah, buying a house. too. All right. Let's get back to my exotic tropical fish relaxing.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's see. I'm gonna do this one today.
Welcome to the party. All you need is a dream that's worth the fight.
All right. Tomorrow I'm doing my map out, which I'm going to see exactly how I'm going to position my projectors to hit this wall and this wall, because they're going to cover both of these walls with short throw projectors. And we're also tomorrow going to talk about the difference between the short throw projectors we have now and the ones with the giant fisheye lens, which is a huge difference between the two. They have something called standard short throw. Yep, and they're cheating you. They're not really actually getting short throw. Here's some lights on in there. Not doing anything crazy at the end of the day. This is my baby right here. I love this screen so much. Because this thing hits right near the floor. And we're using our $270 Christie projector right there. This is my old beat up old projector right there. That projector has a special lens attached to it. It's called a standard short throw. Now this one on the venue is a little better than the standard short throw that you get on a projector that's for home use. That's a venue back there. It's a different setup. So when I did the 250-inch screen, I used that projector. That's why on the Christie LW505 projector, I would pretty much get a screen of 150 inches from 21 feet back. But at 21 feet back with this baby, I can get a customized size of 159-inch 1610. That's what I'm using right now. So we're still not done. I got a second sound bar on the floor. Turn the lights on so you can see my sound bar. Yes, we can have our lights on. Ambient light projection technology. Freaking love it. And this giant screen can absorb all this light with no problem. Freaking love it. So I got two sound bars on the floor. We're going to daisy chain those and connect those. They all become one system. Pretty easy to do. Some people don't realize you can run two sound bars together at the same time, and the subs will pick up also. So we have our two sound bars here, and then we got a subwoofer there and a subwoofer there. Now, for those of you, the interesting trolls at the end of the day, have been so concerned about my furniture. Like, oh, he doesn't have furniture, having the Betsy. Let me explain something to you. Furniture has nothing to do with my technology in here. I will buy furniture when I'm ready to buy furniture. And until then, I want to finish up my floor, which I want to do first, and then maybe I'll buy something for in here. But my thoughts aren't really on furniture at the end of the day. My thoughts are designing on fantastic technology for my customers and my upcoming contracts. That's what my concentration's on. On top of that, I do not plan to lug a lot of furniture out of this place when I buy my house. So, yes. If that helps you answer your question at the end of the day, because we have people who are contacting, you don't have any furniture. Big deal. Why are you so concerned? Is it hard for you to sleep at night because I haven't bought any furniture? You know, you guys were so stalkers at the end of the day. Gee whiz, calm down. But anyway, I love the screen. And I still got some work to do with it. Right now at the top, I'm still going to put that shelf area at the top with that nice soft white lead. And probably at the bottom, put a nice white lead at the bottom. That's what we're going to do. And I'm going to run my train set through here too, because I am buying myself a huge, massive Lino train set to run through this bad boy. I think I'm going to put the docking stations down there too. Because at first we were going to build this huge docking station shelf, but now that's changed now because we got a giant screen here. Now, definitely not changing this. I could bring it up a little bit and then bring in a flat docking station. Still run the train through it too on top of that. Oh well, got things to do. Now the floor, as I said before, when we get done the floor, this part's already coated with the technology. We're going to basically map out the entire floor because I want the floor to move in this environment also too. Where I'm going to put the projector at, I haven't decided yet. May have to move the popcorn machine and put the projector there because that would center in the middle of the floor and that would cover this whole section. Excuse me, sorry about that. So I figure I would have to put the stand here. The ultra short though, if it sits there, should map out this entire section here because the sofa is going to take up this section here. because I want my floor to move. I want fish moving back and forth on my floor. I definitely want that. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, well, I'm gonna get back to my little galaxy world. I'm online looking for a shooting star effect for the ceiling. Get my big old head out of the way. This is really easy to do. It's just multi-projectors set up overlapping each other. That's how you get the galaxy ceiling effect. Isn't that gorgeous or what? All right, well, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I have to go. For those who've been looking for that sale it's done. Right now, we're getting ready to eliminate the rest of the products on the site. What we do have for customers only, which is the new technology we have I'm using right now. This is the Professional Black Cinema 1. And then the gunmetal technology will be following shortly, because that's what's going in my next room over there on those giant walls. It's going to be the gunmetal technology. Sugar Plum Fairy should be available before the summer. And what else are we working on? We already had the Valva paint. That's already there for Valva, put it that way. All right, and Remax and whatever you want to use it in a day with it. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless.